once my wife initiated divorce, I had to find a new life.
It's a death of a big part of your life that you have committed to.
And I don't think any child wants to see their parents go separate, especially two people you love. You know, I think every child feels that it's my fault.
When the household falls apart, sometimes children feel like they're falling apart.
Thinking about divorce, you're having problems with your child in the midst of the divorce, the child in between. FamilyKind. So if the question is divorce, the answer would be FamilyKind.
I launched FamilyKind because I found that there was a real need for supportive and educational services for families who are experiencing divorce and separation. We have two missions. One is to provide high-quality services to families despite their financial situations. And our second one is really to try to change the culture.
There's a civil way of going through a divorce or separation. I think that there's a way of respecting one another, you know, and kind of separating out how much is personal, you know, and your emotions and how angry you are and how hurt you are.
We don't want to put the other person down. We don't want to make them wrong. We just want to exemplify how what it is that they're doing is impacting our child.
FamilyKind is vital to provide those supportive services, education, information, coaching, many other services to make sure that their transition is healthy, hopefully giving families tools and strategies that they can use well after.
All of you now have this page that on one side has active listening and the other side has iMessages. If you take nothing away from this class today except these two skills, your life will be different.
The Parent Education Program, in a way, is at the heart of what we do. It is a 4.5-hour program that helps parents understand what they may be experiencing in the legal system. Also, it really gives them tools and strategies to help them understand their own feelings and the feelings of their children. Children can do just fine being raised by parents who are not in the same household. However, conflict is really dangerous for kids. That's why at FamilyKind we try to help parents keep the kids out of the conflict.
It has not been easy trying to keep him out of the crossfire, but I'm very mindful in going in any conversation with my son's mother, my wife, and try to inform her our son doesn't need to be a part of this conversation. Sometimes I can't stop what I refer to as the fiery darts from hitting him. He's going to say ouch, but when he does say ouch, I'm there to respond. You know, okay, what's wrong? Explain, talk to me.
Our classes for children are really a positive experience for them. We just teach many of the same things that we teach in the adult class, but at a level that they can understand. But the class is really a joyful place. We let them know divorce and separation is not their fault. We let them know that their parents love them. Even though the love that the parents had for each other might have changed, that the love that parents have for children never changes.
The goal is to help parents avoid court, avoid filing motions with the court every time they have a disagreement. The goal is to help them discuss issues that they may not see eye to eye on, but discuss it in a healthy and productive way so they can solve problems for their children.
I'm just sick and tired of the nasty emails. I'm not going to stoop to her level.
You'll keep the tone very businesslike, and you're going to send your email to me. I'll take a look at it. I'll suggest improvements. I'll suggest ways to eliminate conflict if there's something in there that perhaps shouldn't be. I'll send it back to you, and you'll send it to your co-parent with the suggested changes. When parents communicate, it takes the burden off children.
My lawyer said that this could drag on for a while, and it might be beneficial to consider mediation.
In litigation and in courts, you're encouraged to take a position.
I tell people when you go see a judge, they know you for maybe about 3 or 4 hours, but they're affecting and making decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life.
So in mediation, instead of having positions, we get down to the interest. What's really important to the parents? And what's mostly very important to the parents are their kids.
It's important for Alice to have a father who's in her life in a very serious and continuous manner.
Coming to mediation and learning how to speak to each other in a way that you hear each other. You don't have to agree. You don't even really have to like each other. But if you can have the common ground of discussing your children and being there for your children together, that'll make being parents forever a lot easier.
The mediator that we had was kind and calm, yet she was no nonsense. And so she really allowed me space to share how I felt about my fears about being alone, but also about being financially secure or insecure.
Children love their parents, even if they think they hate them momentarily. They love their parents unconditionally. Step-parents have to earn that love.
I just felt like an outsider, and I never felt comfortable in my own house. I didn't know how to approach it and how to deal with the frustration of just feeling like this kid is never going to love me and that I'm never going to be a parent to him.
With FamilyKind, I do step-family workshops, and this is an opportunity for couples to come.
Me personally, I was able to see what Jill was going through the eyes of somebody else, that this wasn't just her, that this is something that is a problem for everybody. I think we've been able to put a lot of the strategies that we've learned into practice, and it's just made our home so much easier to deal with, and I made our home happier.
This is one of the most important things about FamilyKind. We wanted all families to have access to high quality services.
It's more important that they get the help that they need to make their family work than to focus on the money.
What it said to me is that we're more concerned about helping you than getting money from you.
It's very satisfying to work with couples and see the transformation that they make throughout the process.
Being able to handle the situation very positively, I thank FamilyKind for that.